Hey everyone, welcome back to Wheel Reverend, your go-to spot for everything on two wheels. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we bring you the most detailed bike reviews, real-world rides, and honest opinions every single week. Today, we're talking about one of the most anticipated launches of this year, the 2025 Yamaha R15 V5. It's finally here. And trust me, Yamaha fans have a lot to be excited about. So settle in, grab your helmet if you must, because we're going deep into what makes the new R15 V5 a bike that refuses to be ignored. Let's rewind for a second. The Yamaha R15 has always been more than just another 150cc bike. It's the bike that brought race-inspired design and performance to the masses. From the first generation to the V4, Yamaha has constantly refined and pushed this platform to be sportier, sharper, and closer in spirit to its bigger R-series siblings. And with the V5, they've taken that commitment up yet another notch. The question is, does it live up to the hype? Let's find out. First, let's talk about what hits you first: the design. The new R15 V5 looks aggressive from every angle. Yamaha has tweaked the fairing for better aerodynamics and a more planted look. The front cowl is sharper, the tank extensions flow more naturally into the fairing, and there's a clear design influence from the larger R7 and even the muddy R1. The new bifunctional LED headlamp setup sits neatly in the middle, flanked by sharp-looking LED DRLs that make the bike look premium and intimidating, especially at night. If you park this next to the older V4, the differences are subtle but noticeable. The V5 looks leaner, meaner, and more ready for the track. Move around to the side and you'll see the signature Delta box frame peeking through. This frame has always been one of the R15's biggest strengths, offering brilliant rigidity and sharp handling. The body panels now feel more tightly packed, and the tail section is more pointed with a revised split seat layout. Yamaha has also made small changes to the pillion seat to make it slightly more comfortable, but let's be real, no one buys an R15 for pillion comfort. Swing a leg over and you'll notice the upgraded cockpit immediately. The old LCD console has been replaced by a brand new fully digital TFT display. It's brighter, clearer, and packs way more information than before. You get Bluetooth connectivity through Yamaha's Y-Connect app, so now you can get call and message alerts, check your bike's vitals, and even track your last parking location. It also supports turn-by-turn navigation, which is a super practical touch for everyday riders. There's even a dedicated track mode on the console that changes the layout for a more race-focused readout. Perfect if you want to hit your local track or even just flex at the next bike meet. Onto the fairing. The new R15 V5 retains the same 155cc liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine that we know and love, but with minor refinements. It still produces around 19.2 PS of power at 10,000 RPM and 14.5 Nm of torque at 8,500 RPM. Yamaha's brilliant VVA, a variable valve actuation, is still there, giving the bike a wide power band and helping it feel lively at both low and higher revs. But the real story here is how Yamaha has worked on the EQ tuning and the intake setup. Throttle response feels crisper, and the mid-range torque delivery is noticeably smoother. In the city, you'll appreciate that extra bit of responsiveness when you need to dart through traffic or overtake. One of the most talked about upgrades in the V5 is the suspension. Yamaha has kept the upside-down front forks that came with the V4, but they've been retuned for better damping. The rear monoshock is still preload adjustable, giving you some flexibility to dial in your preferred ride feel. Together with the Delta box frame, the suspension setup gives the R15 V5 its trademark sharp handling. Take it around corners and you'll feel how planted and confidence-inspiring it is. Whether you're flicking through tight twisties on a Sunday morning ride or navigating pothole-riddled city streets, the bike feels stable yet nimble. Braking duties are handled by a 282mm disc up front and a 220mm disc at the rear, both backed by dual-channel ABS. The brake feel is progressive and inspires confidence, whether you're riding hard or just cruising around. Another standout feature that riders love is the assist and slipper clutch. It makes the clutch action lighter and those quick downshifts buttery smooth. especially when you're pushing the bike hard. The higher variants of the V5 also come with a quick shifter for clutchless upshifts. It's a small feature that adds a big grin factor every time you blast through the gears. Speaking of gears, the 6-speed gearbox remains slick and precise, a hallmark of Yamaha engineering. And while the R15 is obviously a sporty machine, Yamaha has made a few tweaks to make it a touch more forgiving for daily rides. The handlebar position is slightly raised compared to the V3 and early V4, so it puts a bit less strain on your wrists during commutes. The seat cushioning is also slightly improved, though taller riders might still feel cramped on longer rides. It's the price you pay for that aggressive super sport stance. Fuel efficiency is another big plus for the R15. Despite its sporty character, you can expect around 40 to 45 kmpl if you ride sensibly, which makes it practical enough for daily use without burning a hole in your pocket. Service costs are reasonable too, and Yamaha's service network is extensive, a big relief for owners in smaller cities. Now, let's talk price. The 2025 Yamaha R15 V5 starts at around a superscript 1.95 lakh ex showroom for the standard variant, with the top spec version that includes the quick shifter and extra tech coming in at about a superscript 2.05 lakh ex showroom. Considering the tech, the build quality, and the sheer riding experience, it still represents one of the best value for money propositions in the entry-level sports bike segment. So, who should buy the new R15 V5? If you're a college student looking for your first proper sport bike, a young professional who wants a machine that's fun on weekdays and thrilling on weekends, or even an experienced rider who wants a reliable track toy without spending big bucks, the R15 V5 ticks all the right boxes. It's not perfect for touring, it won't carry a pillion comfortably for long, but that's not what this bike is about. It's about pure, accessible, everyday performance that puts a smile on your face every single ride. That wraps up our deep dive on the 2025 Yamaha R15 V5. What do you think? Is the V5 a worthy upgrade? Or would you stick to your V3 or V4? Do you think Yamaha should push for an even bigger displacement version in the future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this review helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Wheel Reverend for more detailed reviews, test rides, and everything two wheels. Until next time, ride safe, keep your gear on, and as always, keep those wheels revving. See you in the next one.